property. On. Oh, you wish you had my Levi jeans when you're popping out your phone. Going down to the ground.
Baby, you know I'm on my bullshit. I'll let you ride it. Rodeo in your room, that shoe breaks loose with perfect timing. That really tease me in them jeans, girl.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. Honey, Cardi took the stand yesterday. Honey, baby, she held on yesterday now. Now, she looked good yesterday, and I want to show y'all what she looked like. Honey, she was so... Now, I didn't like the short haircut on her. I just didn't like it. I don't care what y'all say. I didn't like it. But this blonde that she had, she ate. It ate. Let me show you. Looking like Ronnie from Players Club ate. She ate. Somebody say she looked like Ronnie. I like this better than the short hair. And now if she had the short hair in a blonde, I would have loved it. Now we finna go watch it. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Let me go pull it up. Okay, I hope everybody's having a good day today. It is hump day. Now, what she said was, she said basically that, hey, she was recording me, right? So I said that she was recording her. I'm trying to see, but we don't have to sit here and go through all of that stuff that we went through yesterday. But we just go to Court TV on it. Let me pull it up. We just gonna watch it.
Managing business calls and texts has literally never been easier. OpenPhone feels like iMessage, but for business. Calls, texts, and voicemails. Keep your conversations unified. AI-powered call summary.
All right, let's get to, okay. Here we go.
Contacted by you. And you're saying that that's not
true?
So,
yeah, that's not true. I never contacted them, not in 28. I never went to the building. Even though it's across the street from my office, I did not go there until a few days ago to take 22 pictures. I took it on a Friday night, maybe around 6 or 7 p.m. Went back one more time to take a couple more pictures.
But I never. The client testified she took the pictures.
No, I took the pictures with her together. We were together.
Okay.
I did not go back. I did not know about the doctor. I did take a picture of the doctor's son after they, a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, told me there's this doctor. But this is not the way to do the work. This is not the way to do business. You have to disclose who the doctor is. It's her treating doctor. It's as if plaintiff would not disclose her treating doctor. It's the equivalent of that.
So he's saying that the plaintiff didn't say who her doctor was. So he is the prosecutor. So he was like, listen, I had to go take the pictures. meaning the plaintiff dropped whatever she was supposed to do. But let's continue.
And then isn't it fair to say that the receptionist was identified in prior witness lists?
Never identified. It just says random person. There's not even a name there. So I would say this, Your Honor, I don't know what the doctor's going to testify to. He may just say, I was in my office and I heard a disturbance outside. Okay, well, fine. So I don't get to depose him, not a big deal. But this random person that they're bringing up, that was never even named. We don't even have an actual substance name. The only time I learned about this person's name was yesterday, when in their defendant's memorandum, they brought up this person, Tiara Malcolm. It's not even on the witness list. I don't even know who she is. So in the middle of the trial, when I'm not able to depose this person and do nothing with her, they're just going to randomly throw out this person. Well, let's bring this person into trial. It's not fair, Your Honor.
All right, here from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. First of all, regarding Cedars-Sinai, Dr. Finke was associated and affiliated with Cedars-Sinai. The building is Medical Center of Beverly Hills, and that's the reason for the reference to Cedars-Sinai. Second, I'm going to start with the prejudice argument, which is that they didn't know who these people were. Actually, plaintiff testified yesterday that within a few weeks of this February 2018 incident, she called Ms. Malcolm. She worked in the building. She knew Ms. Malcolm. She knew Dr. Finke, who came out, and they didn't identify them. They knew them, and they didn't identify them. So to say that, well, he's been prejudiced because he didn't take their depositions, she's known since 2018 who the doctor was and who Tiara was.
You said there was testimony yesterday or in her deposition?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday, I specifically asked her, did you contact Tiara Malcolm? And she said yes.
I disagree with that.
Yeah. Sorry. So, but to me, what?
Now the lawyer put his foot in his mouth because he just specifically said that he went and took pictures. So how you know? Okay, well,
Prejudice argument makes no sense. They know she worked in the building. She knew Tiara. They did not disclose.
So this is the doctor that the plaintiff claimed that she went to get her nose reconstructed, I guess, when she said she had a scratch or whatever, but then she said she got beat up.
The type of medical treatment that you performed, isn't it true that during the pandemic, which started in April of 2022 for at least several months and years, there was limited availability for patients to receive plastic surgery?
That's very true.
And your office was shut down for several months at least?
Well, I perform a lot of reconstructive surgery and emergency surgery, so my office was never shut down.
But if a patient needed to receive the type of treatment like Imani Ellis received, and they contacted you in May of 2020 during the pandemic, you would not be able to work on them, or you probably would tell them to wait, correct?
Compound, cultural speculation, lax foundation.
Assistant.
Isn't it true that a scar such as Imani Ellis's, when she came to you in 2022, the scar would basically never have gone away unless you performed some type of medical treatment, correct?
Objection leading, cultural speculation, lax foundation.
Assistant.
Can you tell us in your, on 4-001 in the HPI, can you read the four lines there, please, from your report?
In the which line, I'm sorry?
It's hearsay. Why don't you move on?
In when you treated Miss Imani Ellis, did she tell you that she was assaulted and battered by Cardi B?
Objection, hearsay.
Yes.
Did she explain to you that Cardi B placed her long fingernails with sharp objects in her face?
That's what you told me, yes.
Did she state to you that her face was red and hot after the incident?
Yes.
And can you tell us, when you personally examined Imani Ellis, Did you see 3 lines on her face on the left side of her cheek?
Objection, leading.
Yes.
What is the significance of the 3 lines?
Well, it's typical for a fingernail injury when you have parallel lines going from the top to the bottom. So that's vertically oriented, so up and down rather than horizontally. So typically that's how fingernail injuries manifest.
Is it your expert opinion that Imani Ellis sustained an injury to her left cheek from fingernails?
Objection, leading.
I'm sorry?
It's the same.
Oh.
All right, can you tell us, please, how many times you saw Imani Ellis for medical treatment?
I believe 3 total.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar, where you can drill deeper into our 9 to 13% annual.
Can you just please go through the treatment that you gave her from the beginning to the end?
Yes. So there was an initial examination, and then I performed 2 procedures on her. So those were done in the operating room, and I did what's called medical microneedling, which is a procedure where you place local anesthesia underneath the skin to numb the skin, and then you do deep microneedling at a depth of approximately 2 millimeters. It does cause the patient to bleed, but the bleeding is very small because the needles are very small. So then we apply various creams to prevent infection. And then we see the patient back in approximately 4 to 6 weeks. So after that period of time, she returned. We had noticed some improvement in the hypersensitivity and some improvement in the hyperpigmentation. So I basically performed an identical procedure, also under local anesthesia. And after that, I believe I did not see her again. We may have Zoomed, but I can't recall exactly.
Do you believe that your patient benefited from the medical treatment she received from you?
Yes.
And you're familiar with the billing procedures and charges from your office and other medical providers, such as plastic surgeons and surgery centers and the like?
Yes.
Is it part of your practice to review the medical bills for your office and other types of medical providers?
Well, it's a part of my
Excuse me. So this is we're gonna shout out to Court TV. So we listened to the doctor saying what he had to do, and then we finna go to Cardi in a few minutes.
Objection, compound, and hearsay. As to the one part.
So it's my function as a medical director of a surgery center, which I've been for 25 years, to know the fees that are charged at the various institutions like UCLA or Cedar, or in similar institutions in the community.
And when you examined Imani Ellis on November 4th of 2022, you performed an examination, you wrote a 4-page report, you reviewed medical records and medical bills, you spoke with the patient for how long approximately?
Well, we maybe spent 45 minutes total with her, but that includes the assistant going in, asking the questions, and then she transcribes it to an iPad, and then I go in the room, I do the examination, I record the results of my examination, and then correct anything on the iPad that I want to add to.
And to write the report of 4 pages, review all the medical records, review all the documents, see the patient, everything. That one day on November 4th of 22, you charged $1,500, is that correct?
That's correct.
And if you were to make that same examination, go through all those steps today, you would actually be charging $2,500, correct?
Objection, lady.
You can,
That's correct.
the fee has gone up because of inflation and the cost of medical care?
Just,
Objection, lady. You can.
Yeah, that's what it costs. You have to.
All right.
charge it.
And the medical procedures that you did on February 20th of 23 and March 20th of 23, the two procedures, each one you charge $2,500, is that correct?
That's correct.
And the same procedures today, what would you charge?
Well, it would be approximately $6,500. If you notice in my initial report, that's the amount I quoted, but for some reason it was billed at $2,500. So that was an error, but it is what it is.
So then in fact, the $2,500 charge should have been $6,500?
Correct.
Twice.
That's what it costs to perform surgery, in a surgery center.
And approximately how long does it take from the time the patient comes into the office, gets prepared for surgery, and is sent home for each of the two surgical procedures you did?
Well, approximately 2 to 3 hours.
And the surgery center has to be booked for a certain period of time?
Yes.
And you gotta prepare it, do the procedure, clean it, make sure it's good. How long does all that take? How much time do you book the surgery center for Ms. Amani Ellis on those?
Well, the 2 to 3 hours would not include the technicians, the surgical tech preparing the equipment for the cleanup. That was just the 2 or 3 hours would be the time from the time the patient arrives, fills out the paperwork, the consents are given. We again talk about the risks and benefits of the procedure. We put on topical anesthesia. We let that work. We take them to the operating room. We put on, we induce local anesthesia with injections. We do the procedure. We watch her postoperatively to make sure she doesn't have any allergic reactions or trouble with her skin.
A 3-part Providence Falls special event.
Liam O'Connor, we're offering you a chance for redemption. There are 7 souls from nearly 200 years ago.
So he's saying that.
And then we make sure she's dressed properly, has postoperative instructions, and then she's discharged.
Got charged with less.
I'm going to use the pen, and if you can tell me where on her face you see the scar.
So there's a pointer there? If you just want him to get down and give you the pointer on the screen.
There's a pointer there behind you. And if you could just show us where the scar is located.
That's what I want to know.
So this is a terrible picture. It's sort of like, oh, there you go. That's better. No, it's not. Okay, there's the main scar here. And this entire area here shows differences in the skin, sort of a general area that's very different from the rest of the skin. And
do y'all see a scratch? Or is she just sore from like, what y'all think?
there's a little linear mark here, and there's another one over here. So those are the 3 marks that I was talking about. This is the main scar down the center, and this is another mark to the side. Here's another mark on this side. So those are the scars, and this is the whole area that's affected. So it has a little bit different, the pores are of different size, and they're a little washed out and a little, they've lost some of the normal undulations of skin, which are called reed pegs. But that happens often with scarring.
Okay, and if we look at this, this photograph, can you tell that in the photograph, Imani Ellis was wearing some makeup?
It appears she is, yes. She has lipstick, and then it appears she's wearing something.
Thank you.
And
If on the Fitzpatrick scale, she was a 1, would the scar be much more visible than it is in this photograph?
objection, calls for speculation, lacks foundation.
I don't see no scar. Now it looked like she got hit in the face by somebody. I mean, it looked like a handprint, like a hit, but I can't say it was her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't see no scar. And like I said, if this was around the time that Cardi was pregnant with Culture, Cardi had short nails until after the baby was born. Cardi, if y'all know, when Cardi is pregnant, she never has long nails. Never. She never wear long nails. She did it with waves. She didn't have long nails because of the fact was she was training her nails to get better because she's pregnant, and that's a lot on her nails, on her hands. Another thing, she always wear them short to prepare herself to like change diapers and stuff like that.
In your medical opinion, did this type of injury cause Miss Ellis to suffer pain or discomfort?
Objection, lacks foundation, non-justification.
Did Miss Imani Ellis advise you in your examination of the patient that she suffered pain from this injury?
Objection, hearsay.
Yes.
And if you could just tell us again a little bit about the hypersensitivity, is that associated with any pain?
Yes, it's a dysesthesia, meaning an abnormal sensation that's unpleasant, a dysesthesia.
The procedure that you did it take the hypersensitivity away to your nose?
It reduced it, it did not take it away.
Do you know approximately by what percentage?
Objection, lacks foundation, calls for speculation. Hearsay.
When you say reduced it, is that's your expert opinion, correct?
Objection, leading, lacks foundation, calls for speculation, and it's hearsay.
And then I just want to ask you a little bit more about whether the type of injury from fingernails would cause a break in the skin or cause there to be blood. Do you have an opinion about that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you struggling with painful varicose veins? At United Vein and Vascular Centers, we specialize in innovative treatments to alleviate the ache.
Objection, lacks foundation, calls for speculation.
Would you have expected Imani Ellis in the type of injury that you see here to have suffered any blood loss?
Objection, calls for speculation, lacks foundation.
And patients in Fitzpatrick 5, do they have more of a tendency to do their scars become keloids?
Objection, lacks foundation.
You can't keep objecting everything.
Do you have experience with keloids?
Yes.
What is a keloid?
The keloid is an overgrowth of scar tissue from the original scar.
Do patients in Fitzpatrick 5 have more tendency to have their scars turn into keloids?
Yes.
And why is that?
We don't know.
Do you believe that Imani Ellis' scar was a keloid when you examined her on November 4th?
Objection, lacks foundation.
No.
All right, so her mother has something. All right.
Testimony you may give and that cause not pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but
Not
the
the
truth. So help you
Bible,
God.
honey.
Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Leanne Schmidt, Leanne. Last name SHMIT. Hi. Great, thank you. You may take this seat. Please watch your.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Schmidt.
Good morning.
You are Monty Ellis' mother?
Yes, I am.
You gave birth to her, correct?
I did.
She's not adopted, isn't it?
No, she's not.
And how many kids do you have?
I have a total of 5 kids.
She's the first?
Imani is the eldest.
Did she live with you up until a certain period of time?
She lived with me from the time she was born until she was age 19.
Okay. Did Imani Ellis, during her time with you from 0 to 19, ever have one fight in her life?
Never.
Did she ever assault and batter anybody?
Never.
Did she ever hit anybody?
Never.
Scratch anybody?
Never.
Did anyone hit Imani Ellis in those 19 years?
Never.
I just want to know a little bit more about you. What do you do for a living?
I'm a licensed phlebotomist, currently working for Keck Medicine of USC.
And what is a phlebotomist, for those that don't know what it is?
The phlebotomist is a Greek word meaning a person who extracts blood from a vein via tube to vein.
And do you work in a medical center or hospital?
I work at Keck USC School of Medicine. It's a outpatient laboratory.
You work for the university?
Yes.
Fine. And as far as, are you aware of the facts of this?
Yes, I am.
What is your understanding of it? Why are we here today?
Objection, hearsay.
Assisting.
Do you have any information about an assault and battery that occurred to Imani Ellis?
Objection, hearsay, last one.
Counsel, unless she was there.
Were you there?
I was not,
Were you there in spirit?
of course.
Okay. What is your understanding about your daughter's profession in 2018? What was her profession, your understanding?
Objection, hearsay, last one.
I'm not sure what this is going on, so I'll make a move on.
Was Imani Ellis a security guard from 2014 to 2018?
Yes, she was.
How do you know
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
You may answer.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Was Imani Ellis a security guard from 2014 to 2018?
Yes, she was.
And how do you know that?
I was there when she went on her interview, not physically there, but she did notify me of the interview and she notified me of her hire date.
Yeah. Was her plan to continue in security and law enforcement?
Objection,
Yeah,
hearsay.
why don't we move on to what she knows, not what she was told?
Do you know if Imani Ellis was interested in being a police officer in the future?
Sustained.
Did you notice some changes in Imani Ellis after this incident of February 24th, 2018?
Yes, I did.
What were the changes that you noticed?
I noticed changes in terms of a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and just her general well-being has changed dramatically.
Were you advised, we'll strike that. Did you notice after the incident that Imani Ellis had a scar to her face?
I did.
Where was the scar?
The scar was located on the left side of her face.
And after she left your home when she was 19, when the incident occurred, she was approximately 25 years old, correct?
She was, yes, correct.
So in those 6 years where she didn't live with you full time, how far away was she and did you see her on a regular basis?
Objection, compound.
I would see her probably maybe 2 to 3 times a week. We would visit frequently, yes.
And in those 25 years, did Miss Imani Ellis ever, to your knowledge, sustain a scar on her left or anywhere on her face?
Yes, she did sustain that scar. I visibly saw it myself.
No, I understand. But my question is, aside from the incident, I guess the question what I want to know is, do you have knowledge if Miss Imani Ellis, your daughter, sustained this scar from somewhere else?
Objection.
Something else outside of this incident?
No.
Do you have any information for that?
If there's an objection, please let me go on. The objection's over.
So your understanding is that the scar to her face was caused from this incident?
Objection. Next foundation calls for speculation. It's your
Sustained.
How do you know that the scar was to your daughter's face was caused by this incident?
Objection.
Before Married America, Amy was struggling financially as a single parent. She worked as a truck operator, and like 53 million other Americans,
Why she brought grandma up? Lord Jesus.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Smith. You're Imani Ellis' grandmother?
I am.
You live in Las Vegas?
I do.
And what did you do for a living before you retired?
I work for City National Bank
For how many
here
years?
in LA.
How many years?
Probably 12 years, 13 years. I retired from there.
Did you, you are,
So to the people that got upset and didn't call Cardi Afro-Latina, Imani is a product of biracial. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. We see it. So the grandmother is a white woman. So when Cardi say, I prefer myself as Afro-Caribbean, which is Afro-Latina, she basically say she's a black Latina, which there are. Y'all know I got hounded down in the comments on Instagram. Uneducated people. Now, I don't know, but Imani grandma looked like she could have been biracial and then it trickled on down, you know. But the grandma looked good. The grandma looked like she in good health. She looked nice. She looked good. Now she say the grandma in her 70s, and it's making me think she in her 60s. Now I don't know what skincare the grandma use. I don't know how she eat, but she's not a bad looking grandma. But I just want to know, Imani, why you brought grandma up there? Grandma supposed to be at home watching her stories. Her stories was getting ready to come on, and she wanted her lunch. Grandma was ready to probably tell you about the days of our lives. Okay? We're Young and the Restless. All the good soap shows. Beyond the Gates. And you done took grandma from her shows. She was probably going to watch a little Matlock rerun. And take her nap. Nah.
I'm sorry. On how many, what type of basis would you see Imani Ellis over the last 8 years?
She tries to come see me every month, unless business takes her elsewhere. She's there almost every month.
What if we go a little further?
And then she probably was gonna watch some Judge Judy, some Judge Mathis after her nap, and watch a little Jerry Springer reruns. And you done brought this lady to court. That lady wanted to be home in her bed watching her shows. Girl.
When she was born in 1992 up until the present, you saw her regularly?
I saw her every week. Every week. In fact, when she came home from the hospital, she came to me. Her mother was sick. She was sick for a while, but she came to me every week, and her and her other sister.
And you were involved in her day-to-day activities, the weekly activities?
Sometimes when she asked or whatever.
Did she ever get in any fights, to your knowledge?
Never. She was always the mediator. She always tried to keep things calm. She has 5 brothers and sisters. She tries always to
Five
keep
brothers.
it. She's the eldest, so.
That's what I want to know, Kelly. Why is she on the stand? I think she on the stand. The prosecutor. Now I'm gonna tell you how the prosecutor working. The prosecutors are trying to sway over. It's a trial, so this jury probably there. My bad. And the prosecutors are probably sitting here swaying. You know what I'm saying? Swaying. It says she's a good girl. She got good grades. She got a good family, and trying to make Cardi look bad for this lawsuit. I feel like grandma need to be at home making lunch and enjoying her nap time. But you could tell that's her baby. That is her baby.
Consider her a peacemaker?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
What is your understanding of how she got the scar to her face?
What is what?
Do you know how Imani Ellis got the scar to her face?
Objection, Life Foundation.
Are you aware that Imani Ellis was assaulted and battered in 2018?
Why is he
Focus on what you know.
like that?
Do you know if Imani Ellis was ever assaulted?
Yes, I do. She called me almost after it.
What are some of the changes? Did you notice a change in Imani Ellis in some point in her life?
Well, after this incident, she was depressed. She was really disappointed. I think she liked Cardi before the incident.
Bingo. There you go. There you go. She was her fan. Grandma just said that she was a fan of hers. And that hurt her feelings.
Shocked that she was reacted that way. And she just was depressed. And every time she relived it, listening to her music on the radio, and it was kind of, she couldn't really avoid it. So it affected her because she couldn't make it right.
And the incident you were just telling us about, when approximately did it happen to your knowledge?
Well, it was right after my birthday, but it was, I don't know what the year was, but it was a long time ago.
When is your birthday?
February 16th.
If I told you the incident happened on February 24th of 2018, would that refresh your recollection?
Yeah, that sounds pretty clear. I don't know. Is it 2018?
Yes.
Yeah, that's about right.
See, that's why grandma needs to be home.
You noticed a change in your granddaughter after 2018?
Yeah.
Right after your birthday?
Yeah.
Did you see the scar to Imani Ellis's face after February 24th of 2018?
Objection, Life Foundation, leaving.
You can answer.
I can't? Yeah, I did. She was, she's a pretty girl. She wants to maintain her face, and it was like it damaged her face, and she was trying to make that right.
All right. Now, let's take it from birth, 1992 up until February 24th of 2018.
Okay.
In that time period, did Imani Ellis, to your knowledge, ever sustain a scar to anywhere on her face?
Not that I know of.
Did you ever see a scar during that
Never.
time? And after this incident on February 24th of 2018, you with your own eyes saw the scar to her face?
Oh, yeah. I saw it.
Okay. And when she got plastic surgery from Dr. Mulliken, did it improve?
Oh.
You can ask.
Yeah. He was actually a very good surgeon. He covered it very well.
And it is still present now a little bit, correct?
Very slightly, but she's lucky.
Huh?
No further questions. Thank you.
All right, Rob?
Thank you, Your Honor. Hello, Ms. Schmidt.
Hello.
My name is Peter Anderson. I just have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in. I take it you love your granddaughter, correct?
Yeah.
And you're here to help her, right?
Well, if I can.
Thank you. And I apologize for objecting. It's one of the things that I have to do in order to be a lawyer.
I understand.
But thank you, I appreciate that. And you don't need evidence to believe her. She's your granddaughter, right?
She either has it or she doesn't. I mean, you either see it or you don't.
Okay. You know she was employed as a security guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, but
That's a yes.
yes.
yeah, sometimes it's hard for the court reporter if someone says
Okay.
So you knew she was employed as a security guard, and you know that she was fired after the alleged incident with Cardi.
Objection misstates the testimony.
Well, let me go back. You knew that she was employed as a security guard, right?
Yes.
And were you aware she was fired?
Objection calls for speculation.
Over.
But
You can answer the question. Were you aware that she was fired as a security guard?
it was my understanding she was told that she was going to be fired.
Okay.
By Cardi.
Were you aware that at the time, 2 days after the incident, she apologized to the security guard company for her own misconduct that day of the alleged incident?
I told you she's a person that tries to make sure everything is straightened out, so she apologized for what she saw as a disturbance, I think.
Were you aware that she apologized to the security company that employed her for her own misconduct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Did she ever tell you that?
No, I didn't discuss that with her.
Did she ever tell you that she told the company that employed her that Cardi scratched her on her nose, not her cheek?
Objection misstates the document.
Over.
She didn't tell you that, did she?
What?
I don't know why she put grandma up there, but that yeah. What I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought. But I feel like grandma should have stayed home because she like what, huh, what? And that is true because the doctor just showed that he did something on her cheek. He didn't touch her nose. She said Cardi scratched her nose. He said there was some lacerations up in the nose, but he was showing how she had a whole scratch on her cheek and he had to fix that scratch on her cheek. So everybody trying to figure out, well, girl, what is it? Is it your nose or is it your damn cheek?
She didn't
She
tell you
just that she was like her finger was all over her face. So I mean, it could be land anywhere.
Okay, but you only saw a scar, you say,
On her cheek.
On her cheek. You never saw any scar on her nose, did you?
No, not on her nose. I didn't.
Did you notice the scar on her nose, ma'am?
No.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear you.
Oh.
And I think that's all the questions that I have for you. Thank you.
All right, you're right.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Are you aware that in the incident report that counsel asked him about, your granddaughter expressed that the defendant pointed her 3-inch acrylic fingernails into her face?
Objection. Outside the scope.
Are you aware in the incident report, which counsel represented that your granddaughter apologized, are you aware that she apologized for being belittled?
Objection. I'm sorry. Objection that this characterizes the document outside the scope.
Are you aware that she apologized for being called?
Counsel, I'm trying to establish that she knows anything about that statement.
Do you know things about the statement, like the different words that were used against your granddaughter?
Objection. Hearsay. Argumentative.
Are you aware that your granddaughter was called the N-word?
Objection.
Sustained. Counsel, can I have anything further?
I'm sorry, Your Honor?
Do you have anything further?
Yes. If your granddaughter apologized, could she have been apologizing for her part of the incident?
Objection.
Sustained.
Isn't it true that in every incident there's two parts?
Objection.
And people are responsible for their
Counsel,
side
she's
of
a
the
fact
street?
witness. Do you have any questions about facts?
I'm sorry, one moment here.
All right, y'all. Let's move on.
That's all, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, can you recross?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, questions from the jury? You want to write that up, please?
No, they talked to the PhD. We finna
Do
go
it.
to that because they done with grandma. Now, this
Okay, guys, let's talk about collagen and heart function.
that ain't the therapy.
So, if you're new here, you don't know.
Hey, girl. Bye, girl.
Which would be Exhibit 2-20, 2-21, and 2-22.
This is her therapy. But you went to PhD.
I count approximately 7 different dates of service that you treated this patient. Is that accurate? Did you see her 7 times?
Yes. Relevance, Your Honor. Foundation of also relevance.
And overruled.
Is that true?
I can't say whether I saw her 7 different times.
Okay.
Typically, when clients were seen at the corporation, I would see them initially. They would then be referred to a psychological assistant for treatment. And then I would see them several times after just to sort of check in and do the evaluations on their progress.
Okay, I understand. How about this then? Ms. Imani Ellis, according to this bill, came to Managed Med Inc. on 7 different occasions, 7 different dates between April 26, 2018 and January 15th of 2019. Just the number of visits. You agree with that, doctor?
According to this bill, yes.
And if my math serves me correct, the combined billing that your office billed Ms. Ellis or Ms. Ellis's work comp was $5,087. Is that correct? If you were to add $600, $3,787. Actually, it's there for you on the last page. 2-23, total lien. You see the total lien?
Yes, $5,087.
All right. And so then, in fact, you did treat her on a lien basis, correct?
Correct.
And then you do that all the time then, when you work for Managed Med?
Yes.
It's a routine procedure?
Yes.
Nothing improper to do that, right?
Protection.
Sustained.
Okay. Are you familiar with CPT codes?
Billing codes?
Yes.
Not that familiar.
But you have to know them for your practice?
I don't because I don't bill.
Is it reasonable for a psychologist to charge $600 for 2 hours of psychological treatment?
Objection.
Sustained.
It depends.
How you the prosecutor asking these questions? How?
Objection sustained.
And the MMPI exam that Ms. Ellis did, do you know approximately how many hours it took her to complete the 500 questions?
Actually, nice.
I don't know how long it took her. Typically, it will take the clients several hours to complete them depending on their reading level.
Okay. You think it would be less than or more than 4 hours?
It might be less than 4 hours.
Okay, and then if I can go to Exhibit 2-13. In the discussion, it says that she was referred for psychological evaluation. Who referred her to you, do you know? Sorry, 2-013 in the right-hand corner. And it's right under discussion.
Good morning to everyone coming in. So this is the psychiatrist that Imani had after the incident in 2018. So she went to her 7 times. Now we also talked about how she supposedly got scratched up the nose, but she had a scar and had that done on her cheek, okay, by Cardi Nails. We'll soon be getting into Cardi taking a stand, child. She's a character. But let's continue.
In the second paragraph. Oh, sorry, first paragraph. The middle of the page. Do you see that there?
213, the middle of the page.
Yeah, Miss Imani Ellis was referred for psychological evaluation. Does that mean she's referred to you or you're referring her to somebody else?
She was referred to the clinic.
Do you know how she was referred to the clinic?
Most clients are referred through their attorney.
And that's the workers' compensation attorney?
Yes.
Do you know who that attorney would be? It's not me.
I agree, this is not the first incident, but remember, Cardi was pregnant. We didn't know about Culture. The SNL performance didn't come out until after Culture was born. So we didn't know about Culture. We remember she was hiding it. So Cardi gonna tell her side, and y'all gonna be like, why would you do that? We gonna wait. We almost there. Just hold on.
According to the report, it's the employee legal advocates.
But I do agree she does need a little anger management. She needs therapy too.
And then in the next paragraph, it talks about the fact that she was conducting regular patrols at the building, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that she came into contact with a female music celebrity. Are you familiar? I wasn't asking a question yet. Question is this: are you familiar with the actress or celebrity, musician, rapper, Cardi B?
Yes.
You know her?
Yes.
How do you know her?
Through television.
Do you respect her work? Are you a fan of Cardi B? Do you have any bias to testify in favor of the plaintiff or the defendant in this case?
No.
No? You either way, you're just here to tell the truth, correct?
Correct.
And further on, it talks about, well, let me ask you this. Why was it so important to document all of these details? Why are you documenting all of these details about the telephone and her listening to her voicemails? Is there a reason why it was there?
There's no particular reason. Usually it's just to capture the incident in the client's own words. And so we try to obtain as much detail as we can for the attorneys and those involved in the case.
Okay, and isn't it true that in your report, you document that Imani Ellis was holding her cell phone, reportedly listening to her voicemails?
Objection, Mr. Gross, document.
So, to the extent that there's hearsay statements that are offered for treatment, that's one thing. This doesn't relate to treatment, so your questions are I'm going to start sustaining the court's own hearsay objections regarding anything that doesn't have to do with medical treatment.
Thank you. The next sentence, I want to ask you if it has to do with treatment. Ms. Ellis reports that the person responded by saying, in quotes, "Don't be telling people you effing see me." Is that something that you use for medical treatment and diagnosis of your patients?
Overall.
So what page is that?
That's on the same page. It's just the next sentence. Sentence number 4 and 5 on the second paragraph under discussion. You see where it says Miss Ellison reports? Miss Ellis reports.
And what was your question again?
So the question is when you wrote in quotes, "Don't be telling people you effing see me." Did you use that sentence in your diagnosis and treatment of Miss Ellis?
No,
Why did you put that there?
just capturing the client's incident according to her report.
Right, and did you put these statements, the other quote and this quote, in your report to measure the extent of the psychological damage?
No.
And then you say after that the individual then proceeded to put her finger in the applicant's face, almost touching her nose. Did you use that sentence for treatment of this patient?
No.
But why are all of these statements in your report?
Again, just capturing the client's report of the incident.
Okay. And when you say capturing, did you record it, or is it something that you heard and then later on went and made your report?
Keep asking the same thing.
Sustained.
All right, hold on. Oh no, I thought that was some paperwork, child. Okay.
Plaintiff calls defendant Cardi B as a hostile witness.
Thank you.
All right, so Cardi is taking a stand. People feel like she pregnant. I don't know. We don't know. We'll never know because she good at hiding babies. But let's continue. I don't know that. She might be, y'all.
Ma'am, may I please have you stand right next to the court reporter? Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause not pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
My name is Delphine Marlene Saunders.
May I please have you spell it?
The whole thing?
First,
Okay. VELCHALMANZAR.
great, thank you. You may take a seat, please. I'll watch this out.
The whole thing? Girl, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They didn't film Diddy Trial because of the fact was that it was federal. This isn't federal. And on top of that, Diddy Trial was they didn't want certain witnesses that wanted to be anonymous. They didn't want them shown. So that's why they didn't film it. We all thought we were going to get it filmed, but because certain witnesses were like, no, we don't want, they want a name anonymous, they didn't film it, which sucked, but then it worked out in a good way because we were witness number 2 or 3. We were in, you know what I'm saying? So we all have a hunch who she is, but I can't say it on here, I can't speak on it, but everybody know, everybody know.
Thank you all for coming back. Good afternoon, Miss Almanzar. Do you prefer I call you Miss Almanzar, Cardi B, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, y'all can call me Cardi B. Easy.
You feeling better today?
Maybe.
And I'll meet you.
But trust me, on the day of my birthday, I'll be partying. But I'm gonna let y'all know that verdict, and we gonna read it and go over it together. Cause he get his sentencing on the 3rd.
Just speak up, man.
Yeah.
Hard to hear you.
Yeah, no.
of October.
Better.
Your birthday is October 11, 1992?
Yes.
You're left-handed?
Yes.
Are you the firstborn child?
To my mom.
Did you take any medication, drugs, or alcohol that would affect your ability to testify today?
No.
On the date of the incident, did you have black hair, blonde hair, or different color hair?
I quite don't remember. I do know I had a hoodie on.
Okay. Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good week today then.
Hey.
Do you have any affiliation at this time with a gang?
Objection, Your Honor. Motion to eliminate that violates the order.
Sustain, Counsel, you know that.
Your fingernails, can you show them to us for the audience to see? How long are
I
those
don't know
fingernails?
that. Listen, I made the speculation. Cardi only wear long nails if she's not expecting. I don't know. She's been wearing short nails lately. We might get a reveal. Just be on guard. Allegedly.
Just your best estimate. I want you to take a ruler to it, but if you were to give your estimate, is that half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inch?
think it has to be less than an inch.
And
Way less than an inch.
can you show them to us again? All right. Are they pointy?
These are not, to me, are not pointy. They're like circle, oval,
Okay. Are those your real nails or are they fake nails?
fake nails.
One thing about it, we the same size. She already know that girl, and then she got pending lawsuits. Now I'm not gonna knock out the anger part. It's true. She's a crash out. She's still young. She ain't balanced yet. She getting there, but she on to that girl. One thing about it, I'm telling y'all now, she gonna play chess with that girl. She already. That's why I'm telling you now. Oh, you want to play? She say, let's play. Oh, you want to file in 2020? Okay, cool. Oh my, okay, cool. So just watch the gameplay.
If I wanted you to change them to 3-inch nails, how long would it take for you to do that right now?
Well, it really depends. Like these are like glued on, so they will be a little bit quicker. Sometimes I do acrylic, which can last me on for 2 weeks. I will literally have to take like 2 hours to melt them off if they're acrylically on.
On December 24th, 2018, do you remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills?
December?
I'm sorry. February 24th of 2018. Do you remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at sir with the yes or no.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know Dr. Aziz Olai, who's in that building?
No.
Do you know Miss Parsi, who's in that building?
No,
Do you know Brianne Soraya, who's in that building?
no.
Who do you know in that building?
Well, at the time, I went to see Dr. Finke. I had an appointment with him that day. So that's who I went to see that day. Do I personally know him? No.
Okay. When you went to see him, were you seeing him as a friend or as a patient?
As a patient,
And when you went to see him, it was a Saturday, correct?
yes.
And you filled out an intake form and you signed some other documents that he would be your treating doctor, correct?
No, for that day, yes.
Yeah.
I don't live in LA, so
I understand. You came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, correct?
Jersey and Atlanta.
So when you went to see Dr. Finke on February 24th of 2018,
Mhm.
Now let me break it down. That does make sense for her because you got to understand she's a celebrity. They don't have just one doctor in one place, especially when they're working. So you're going to go see different OBGYNs. Now, her OBGYN might have been an entity, meaning they accompanying a whole in different locations. So if she told her OBGYN in New Jersey or Atlanta, hey, I got such and such in LA for a couple of days or such and such, and that's when my appointment roll around. Okay, I'll set up for Dr. Such and such. You can see them that day. That's how that goes.
when you went to see him, you went to see him as a patient.
Yes.
And you got medical treatment from him, whether it was for 1 minute or an hour or longer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How much time did you
You need to answer yes or no. Man.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Thank you. How long did you spend with the doctor that day?
I'll say about 25 to 30 minutes. Around that time. Not that much.
And when you were there on that date with Dr. Finke,
Mm-hmm.
Did he examine you?
Yes, he examined my baby for a little bit.
And what baby was that? What number?
Number 1.
Oh, that was the first child you ever had.
That's my first child, yes.
And you were 25 years old at the time.
Yes.
You're aware that plaintiff was the same age as you at the time?
No.
Assisting.
No.
Besides examination, what did Dr. Finke do for you? Objection?
Assisting. We're not here for her medical.
Did you keep Dr. Finke's, well, sorry, who referred you to Dr. Finke?
I asked somebody to find me like a very upscale private doctor. So I was like, I need to go to the doctor's like tomorrow. Like I feel so weird. And they were like, we're gonna find somebody. And that's just how it goes.
When you were outside in the hallway, before you entered Dr. Finke's office, did you see this individual, Imani Ellis, in the hallway?
She was waiting for, she was right in front. As soon as the door of the elevator opened, she was waiting, I guess, for the elevator. She was going inside the elevator.
And you were coming outside of the elevator?
Yes.
Do you know approximately what time it was when this occurred?
About, I guess, like in the afternoon, 1 o'clock around there. Yeah, 1 something.
Have you ever seen Dr. Finke either before or after February 24th of 2018?
No.
When you went to Dr. Finke's office, your security guard drove you there?
Yes.
And his name is Karan Newton.
He was my security guard. Yes.
Did you have more than one?
It depends, but he was just my main one, yes, at the time.
Did he go up with you to the medical place?
No, I didn't want him to know that I was going to a OBGYN. So,
You didn't want your security guard to know that?
no,
Why?
I don't. Well, first, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant.
Told you.
Second, I was a little.
I told y'all, Culture was born June, July. So yeah, that makes sense. She was already pregnant.
Like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
Did you trust your security guard?
Most security guards, she was right on the money, because y'all see what happened after the NDA. They start talking and they start telling stuff. So she was right not to go with him. I'm just being honest. Like, if she didn't trust him, she trust him for his job, and that's it. So I mean, hell, the way they do everybody else, these high profile, I don't blame them.
In certain ways, yes. In certain ways, no. I don't know. Sometimes you just really don't trust everybody in your business. You don't want everybody in your business.
Do you remember what floor you were on when you exited the elevator?
The 5th floor.
At any time did your security guard come into the building after learning about there being some kind of incident in the building?
He was waiting for me, like, not necessarily like inside. He was like waiting for me, like by the exit, like by the door, around there. Yeah.
Do you remember the building?
Yes.
You remember?
Well, I kind of remember, but I do know that he was waiting for me by the door.
And you're talking about the lobby area where you
Yes.
take the stairs up?
Mm-hmm.
So he was inside the building or right outside?
I don't really recall, but he was like, maybe it wasn't the inside, it wasn't the outside, but he wasn't like in, like deep in. He was like waiting for me by the door. And the door, he had it open for me to come out.
All right. So would you consider that your security guard was with you at the time, whether it was upstairs, downstairs? In your mind, would you agree that your security guard was with you at the building? Is that fair? Was your security guard with you in the lobby of the building at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard on February 24, 2018?
In the lobby, yes, when I was exiting. When I was
But
exiting.
He was in the lobby with you.
In the
right?
lobby. I can't say he was with me because we was leaving. He never went upstairs, so.
Do you know if your security guard, Karan Newton, spoke with Miss Ellis at any time that day?
He did not tell me he spoke to her at all.
Do you know if he did?
He told me he didn't. So I'm
Did
going to
you
go
ask
with his
him?
word. No, because I was like, I told him like what happened upstairs. He was like, damn, I should have went upstairs. But he never told me that he spoke or seen her. So I wouldn't know.
You came to this courthouse with another fine gentleman security guard, correct?
Yes.
And when you go to different places with your security guard, if an incident occurs where you're threatened or you're injured or anything happens,
Yes.
aren't they supposed to come help you?
Why don't we move on?
You don't have to ask. When the incident occurred, did you call your security guard or send him a text message or do anything to let your security guard who was with you know that something happened where you wanted his help?
Objection, argumentative as to with.
I told him like, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened upstairs. He was like, what happened? And I practically told him like, I'll tell you later, like when I leave. I'm like, wait for me. But I told him like, wait for me downstairs, like by the door. And that's what I told him.
If you were in any danger would you call your security guard, or would you call the police, or would you call both? Or do nothing?
I
Did you feel that you were in danger on February 24th, 2018, when you were upstairs on the 5th floor?
for like those 50 seconds, yeah. After I went to my appointment and like the argument just passed me, I didn't even mind it anymore.
Did your attorney show you a photograph of Dr. Finke to refresh your recollection as to who the doctor was that you saw on that date?
Yes.
And you had a different set of attorneys before, in 2022 and 2023. Did they do the same thing?
No, they didn't.
So, do you know what's discovery?
Yes.
What are form interrogatories?
Honey, I don't know what that means.
What is special interrogatory?
I do not know.
What are requests for admissions? You don't know, right? Is that fair? You don't know?
No.
You do know?
No.
And when your attorney responded to the written discovery on your behalf, did he or she show you the discovery responses? Did they email you a copy of it?
I mean, I will have to see what you're asking me.
I will show it to you. May I approach your Honor? To show her the discovery only? Thank you, Your Honor. Yes. I will show it to you. So for identification purposes, it is form interrogatories, set 1, dated September 30th of 2022.
That's fine.
That's what it is. That's what it is? Okay. So I'm going to show you this document. You can take a look at these pages. Did your attorney show you those documents at any time in your life?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so, no. Whoa.
And I'm going to show you, with the court's permission, the responses which were drafted and served on January 17th of 2023. Can I approach, Ron? All right. We'll show you these documents as well. You can take a look at those documents. Do you ever remember receiving these documents from anyone, whether it was your attorney, the attorney's paralegal, a family member, anybody? Did they ever show you these documents when they responded on your behalf?
This one I saw. This one I saw.
Okay, you saw that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go over it with you. On the one that you're on the right, if you can look at 12.1. You see the question, 12.1? It would be, I believe, on the 6th or 7th page. And it will ask if there are any witnesses to this incident.
Yeah. Well, can you point it to me?
I'm sorry?
Point
Show
it
it
to
to you.
me. Yeah. Sure.
Can I approach you on it? All right. It's on page 5, under 12.1.
Mm-hmm.
Did your attorney ask you if there were any witnesses to this incident?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna avoid attorney-client privilege conversation.
And for all this, Your Honor, this is a discovery issue that the subject.
Not a discovery issue, Your Honor. I'm asking her question about if there's any witnesses And it's for impeachment purposes. Okay, and if you look at the response, there's a response there in the 50-page document to your left. May I show it to her, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
So, can you identify by page and line? I'm not sure what it means by showing.
I can show it to you first if you like.
I just, what do you,
I wanted her to talk about the response.
all right.
That's. These are the questions. May I read the question when I go back to my seat?
It's your direct company.
Thank you. So first, I want to ask you if this is your signature on page 47. Is that your signature?
It could be, because if it's like by electronic, that's how I sign, like.
Okay. And the question that I showed you, 12.1, let's say, you want to read it or you want me to read it to you?
You can read it.
State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who witnessed the incident. This is A, so paragraph A. Or the events occurring immediately before or after the incident.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the question is.
Yes.
As you sit here today, would you, is it your testimony that Dr. Finke is a witness to the incident?
Absolutely.
He is a witness.
Yes, she knows. She was there.
Is Dr. Finke outside speaking with you?
Outside where?
On February 24th, 2018.
Outside like.
In the hall.
Yes.
He came out of his office?
Yes.
And your response in 12.1, this is what you responded with your attorney's assistance. I won't hold you 100% at fault for it. Question,
Your Honor?
I withdraw. I apologize. The response is, responding party incorporates by reference the preliminary statement and general objections set forth above, subject to and without waiving the foregoing objections. Responding party responds as follows. Responding party may be contacted through defendant's counsel. Imani Ellis may be contacted through plaintiff's counsel. And then it says unknown staff / employees at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, including at least 2 such persons who intervened during the incident. The discovery is continuing. Were you at Cedars-Sinai Hospital or Cedars-Sinai Medical Center when this incident occurred?
No. But to my knowledge, Dr. Finke works also for Cedars-Sinai, but we wasn't for Cedars-Sinai.
Is there any reason why your attorney or your prior attorney, yes, Your Honor?
We're not going to.
And at the time when you saw Dr. Finke, you knew his name at that time, correct?
I didn't know his name. And for a while, when I was getting asked by lawyers like his name and like the receptionist's name, I didn't know it because I saw him one time. So I kind of like just forgot about him.
But when your attorney asked you for the name for purposes of trial, then you did remember that.
I didn't remember the name. I told him there was 2 witnesses, the receptionist and the doctor. I told him it was a doctor. My doctor came out at the time, the guy that checked me, and the receptionist. She knows. She was there. He was there.
Who knows?
The Karina, she knows.
How do you know she knows?
Because that's who separated. That's who separated and got in between us while we was verbally arguing.
Who got in between you?
The female receptionist, she came out first and she started like telling her, like, "You're security, what are you doing?" And then that's when the doctor came out. He was like, "Go to my office." And that's when I just walked away, and that was the last of it.
Okay, and 12.1 question. 12.1 subparagraph D. State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who you or anyone acting on your behalf claim has knowledge of the incident. You just testified that Karan Newton was downstairs in the lobby on the date of the incident. You also testified that you told him different things about the incident. What is the reason, this is the question, what is the reason you did not disclose Karan Newton's name in discovery?
Because he wasn't upstairs.
Person mischaracterizes the testimony, it's irrelevant to the merits of the case.
In written discovery, were you asked to provide the name of your security guard?
Your Honor?
Yeah, but why don't we, I don't know what you're trying to impeach her on, because she hasn't testified to anything else. You're saying it's impeachment, but you're not impeaching anything.
Did you respond to special interrogatory set 1 through your attorney?
Your Honor?
All right, the court's going to sustain its own 352 objection. Why don't you move on?
Do you consider Karan Newton to be a witness in this case?
No,
Sustained. Counsel, I need you to move on. This case isn't about discovery. You might want to move on to what it is about.
Is Tiara Malcolm a witness to this case?
Counsel, please.
Do you know of who the witnesses are?
All right, we're going to take a break, folks. Why don't we take a 10-minute break? We'll resume at 3:55. In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
All right, let's fast.
Sustained.
Okay.
Do you have any experience fighting with any martial arts experience or other type of experience to defend yourself should something occur in your life?
Objection relevance?
Overall.
not really, no.
So any type of fighting that you would be able to do, it would just be freestyle from your own knowledge of fighting, correct?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
If you wanted to fight with someone, would you use your left hand, your right hand, or both?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained. Why don't we move on?
When you enter a building, such as this building or any building, oftentimes you will see that there's a security guard or a police officer or a sheriff guarding the building, correct? You saw that today here in the courthouse, didn't you?
Yes.
Bless you. I guess it's not. And on the date of the incident, the security guard, police officer, or person securing that building, in your mind, when you saw Imani Ellis was in fact Imani Ellis, in your mind, when you got off the elevator, Imani Ellis was in your mind, your state of mind was that she was a security guard, correct?
Objection.
I think she's answered.
Yes.
And was there any doubt in your mind that she was a security guard?
There was no doubt in my mind that she was a security guard. She had the security guard outfit on. That's why I was so confused that she was so aggressive and she's supposed to protect me, the patient.
I understand. If Imani Ellis had in fact told you to leave the building, would you have listened because she was a security guard?
Objections, this is a complete hypothetical, irrelevant, lacks foundation.
Did Miss Imani Ellis tell you to leave the building at any point during your verbal or physical altercation on February 24th, 2018?
She told me, "You gonna leave my building. You gonna leave my building."
Are you aware that Imani Ellis was hired by the owner of that building and had the right to tell you to leave?
Objection, calls for legal conclusion, lacks
Sustained.
When Imani Ellis told you to leave the building, did you follow her commands?
Objection. Relevance, lacks foundation.
You can answer.
No, she wasn't acting like a security guard.
But she was a security guard.
Objection, these are
The security guard tried to attack patients.
The objection is sustained, we're not going to argue with each other.
Did you believe in your mind that Imani Ellis was a police officer?
No.
If you thought she was a police officer, would you have handled the situation the same way?
Objection, incomplete hypothetical.
Sustained. Let's just focus on what we have.
Now, when Imani Ellis spoke with you, when you exited the elevator, she spoke with you directly outside the elevator, the area directly outside the elevators, correct?
I don't believe she got inside the elevator. I don't believe she did.
That's my question is, did whatever happened between the two of you, did it happen inside the elevator, at the point of entry, or outside the elevator?
Outside the elevator and down the hallway.
And when Miss Ellis was asked the same question, do you remember her saying that it happened outside of the elevator as well? Do you agree with her testimony?
It wasn't in front of the elevator anymore because I was walking and she was following me. So it wasn't in front of the elevator. It was outside the elevator because I already got off the elevator. I don't think she ever went inside the elevator because I felt her as soon as I'm walking. I felt her walking right behind me, and then she said something. She said, "Oh my God, Cardi B." That's when I turned around, and she got the camera right here, like she recorded me, and I'm like, "Yo, why you recording me?" And she practically did admit that she recorded me because she said, "Oh my bad." So.
And when she said, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B," or whatever you just said right now, when she said that, was that offensive to you?
It wasn't offensive. I just kept power walking so I could avoid more contact, but she just kept following me.
And isn't it true that sometimes when you're walking around, different people will say, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B."
Yeah.
Because they get excited.
Yeah.
And you had experienced that many times before you had that experience with Imani Ellis, correct?
Yes.
And the reason you didn't like it from her is because she was a security guard and you felt it was unprofessional for her to say that to you. Isn't that true?
When she first said it, I didn't tell her nothing. I kept walking.
Why couldn't she say it? Why?
I never said she couldn't.
Okay. And she said it to you.
She said it to me and I kept walking.
What if she was not a security guard and she was just a random human and said, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B"? Would you have taken offense to that?
No,
You can answer.
I didn't even feel offended when she first said it. I felt offended when she kept following me. She recorded me, and you're supposed to be a security. You're not supposed to be recording patients going to any doctor, any.
But again,
that's what offended me. When she first said, "Oh my God, it's Cardi B," I just kept power walking. I didn't say nothing. I said something the second time she said it, and I turned around and I saw that she was recording me. And I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?" And she said, "Oh my bad." Then she kept following me, and now I'm getting annoyed. Like, it's like, I'm like, you're the You're the security
Hold on,
guard
question.
of the
No
building.
question pending. No question.
All right, Council, I think that might be a good time to end because we've got some things that we need to deal with outside the presence of the jury.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to resume right back at 9:30 again. Thank you for your patience today and your attention. We will see you tomorrow at 9:30. In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
All right, y'all. That is it. So court is over until today. I'm not sure. They probably started today. I will do part 3 tomorrow, but it seems like what I was saying the first time, that she was following her. She was following her. We ain't gonna act like she wasn't. She was following her. She wanted to get a picture. She wanted to show everybody she was there. She was following her. So it is what it is. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll do part 3 tomorrow. Mommy content is on hold for today. We'll start back tomorrow because these videos are like an hour and longer. So we'll start back another day. See you later.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night.